We're live. How unceremonious was that? If you're looking for some gear for your affiliate, you should contact Anya, because despite what some people might be saying about them, they're actually a really good service. It was only one person and they were wrong and they told half a story. But Anya are just, they take everything off your plate completely. They just do. Eamon, you used Anya, didn't you?
Yeah, here. Got it on me.
Oh, that's Anya. It's Anya. So Eamon, when he knew he was opening the gym, he sorted Anya out, and the first member walks into the gym the day they open. Apparel, straight away, low fuss. Eamon, your internet is absolutely fucking terrible. What is the story?
Okay, give me a second.
Okay. Well, I'll remove you. You just sort yourself out, and then we'll bring you back in. Right. Johnny, where are you? You're at the level 2, a hybrid level 2.
That's tomorrow and Sunday, but yeah, this weekend is the first hybrid level 2 in the UK, I believe.
Wow, I asked to go and cover that, and I was told no.
Oh, really?
I was like, seems like a pretty big deal that maybe you might want to be telling people about it. No.
Well, the first day sold out very quickly.
Sorry, so there's one seminar on Saturday that's some people, and then on Sunday there's another seminar for different people. Wow, okay.
Correct.
Hola, al padrino.
69.
Wow, that's interesting. Let's see if Eamon's any better.
Any better?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you look much better.
Thank you.
I just wanted to be able to see your eyes. All right. Jamie, any news? Nothing. You're selling pre-memberships or something, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, we've kind of shut membership, so we are just kind of making a bit of a waiting list for the new year.
Any way at all to get a bit of money, eh? Ebenezer over there planning
just
Christmas.
trying to preserve the experience.
I was watching Muppets Christmas Carol with my kids, and all I could think of was you, Jimmy. I was just like trying to think who's your Crockett, who's your get back to work. Like, who are you saying that to? Just one of the coaches. We don't celebrate Christmas, and you asshole.
Just a humble gym owner trying to make it.
Yeah. All right, we're here to talk about another humble gym owner trying to make it. Eamon opened Waypoint training, which I'm assured will be Waypoint CrossFit at some point. So he's open. Is this the end of your second week or first week?
First official week.
Wow. Did you do a soft launch?
Done a bit of a soft launch for a week there, yeah. But yeah, Monday the 8th, so Monday just gone was the first official day. And when I had a full schedule of classes all week, so finished up this evening. Well, tomorrow morning I'll count that as the full week done because I got 2 classes tomorrow. So after that, first full week done.
Nice. And how's it gone?
Oh, it's gone brilliant. Couldn't really have asked for a better start. Plenty of people in the door, everything going fairly smooth. Yeah, there's always going to be 100 things you wish were different or wish could have went a little bit better, but really that would be just unrealistic. Really couldn't have dreamed for a better start, to be honest.
This is the gym here.
It's big, isn't it?
It is big.
Wall mount.
Who left that band there? My first question. How many? We'll go through. It's outside the airport in Waterford, isn't it?
A lot of
yeah.
racks.
So in the airport in Waterford, which is very small, it's actually not really.
Aren't they adding more flights to that or something though? Aren't Ryanair doing something?
Yeah, there's strong talk about it being made back, commercial flights coming back, but it's only at a beginning stage now. They need to do a lot of development out there, but yeah, it's strongly rumored commercial flights are coming back. Probably not till about 18 months time, but yeah, it's looking very likely now that it's going to be a commercial airport again very soon.
Is that a roller that rolls up? Is it that door?
That's a roller door, yeah. Is
it a chain or electric or what?
It's electric.
Okay, I was going to say it's a long way to move it.
Yeah.
Little mezzanine there, Jamie would be delighted.
Don't do it.
What's going to
You
go
don't
up
even
there?
measure it. It's massive.
Well, what's going up there, and it's going to be soon, is the men's changing room and shower. So we have the ladies one downstairs, which is pretty much done. Just a few finishing touches, but the boys have got to wait a little bit longer for their changing room and dressing room, unfortunately. But they'll have it very soon. We kind of really prioritized having the ladies one done first.
Sexist. Was that not in this video? Was that a different video you sent me?
The first video I sent you before I went to the dump, remember?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of rubbish.
Yeah,
A lot of trash.
The road machines, even though they're very well packaged, so they leave a lot of rubbish behind. So a lot of space was taken up by the styrofoam and cardboard. So
it's Consumer Nation, USA, Consumer Nation. They don't care.
There was a trip to the dump by my co-owner's dad today that cleared it all up. But yeah, that previous video I showed you had the ladies' changing room and shower in it, and
But I don't think there's much. It is a nice change room, but I don't think it's probably worth. That's downstairs underneath what will be the men's change room upstairs, is it?
Exactly. Yeah, the men's one then will be replicated up above. Yeah.
Cool. How do I get rid of that now? There we go. Right, and I want to bring this up instead. JR couldn't make it, so he is collecting, or if you're in America, he is picking up his daughters. There we go. He's picking up his daughters, so he couldn't make it. Okay, Waypoint training. Oh, that's very zoomed in, isn't it? A bit better. There we go. Right. Members, 80. You actually think there's more than that now?
Yeah. It's like everything else at the moment. It's ever kind of evolving. Even the gym floor evolved in a couple of hours today. But yeah, that's increasing a little bit there at the moment.
How many do you have now? Like 90 something?
It's looking in the 90s. Yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty steep increase in 3 days. I think I typed this up. That's
Yeah,
great. If you keep that going,
gonna be hard to keep that going. But
relevant question here. Sorry, so a bit of backstory. Sorry, I'm covering you up there, Eamon. Is that 85 from week one? I mean, technically, but you were a head coach in another gym, which featured in if TJ UK Phil kept an eye on my channel, he would recognize you from the CrossFit Waterford visit. Maybe like, I don't know, a month and a half ago or 2 months ago that episode came out.
So I'm a lot older now. I've had a haircut since.
Many grays since then. So obviously you left there and moved here, and then there will be members of that gym who are like, well, hold on a minute, I like him, and so I'm just going to follow him. And I go, is that basically where the majority of those 85 came from?
Yeah, but it was also kind of coinciding with that gym kind of coming to a close. Which
is that gone now?
It's gonna be gone at the end of this week. Yeah.
Right.
That is crazy. That's like a 15-year affiliate, isn't it?
Yeah, or at least maybe moving location. I'm not really sure, but that was kind of the catalyst for me kind of taking this leap, was that gym was kind of looking like it was going to be either closing or moving location. So
isn't that great that I picked that gym for a visit for successful affiliates, and then it fucking closes 2 months later?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well. To be fair, it was successful even until its closure. It was really external factors that caused us to have to probably eventually close. Like neighbors' complaints leading to local council action to close them. So it wasn't.
It was in a tricky location where like you either got there earlier or lucky and you got parking, or you were definitely going to piss someone off, or you had a 4 or 5 minute walk to, you know what I mean? It was like you had this constant choice. Yeah.
There was a lot
I can see how people get annoyed.
Yeah. So
right, so 85 members, we reckon close to 90, like 92, 93 at the minute, and that's going to keep evolving basically, especially when that other place fully closes. On-ramping, so you're going to start in January a beginner's class twice weekly, and then for people who aren't there yet to just jump in a class, there'll be PT available. The member revenue Jamie, this is obviously changing consistently. Do you know what I mean? Because there's more.
Well, that would be €20, wouldn't it?
What?
Is that right? We're gonna go 1690 divided by the 85 people. That's a good membership.
No, you told me to work it out per member.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Got
It's
you.
your
I was
fucking
going to say we're going in
formula.
cheap. We're going in cheap if that's the case. But
We're going to get 5,000 members at a tenner each. And then acquisition is obviously there'll be some children following the Pied Piper over from the other place. And then you have the majority of it is social media. Is that accurate? Like that's your strategy for this time being?
So far it's just been a few social media posts. The guy that I've got a co-owner, it's me and my friend Brian are co-owners, and he's looking after the social media. So he's done a good few posts there, but I'd say it's mostly that and word of mouth so far. We haven't really started any kind of other kind of marketing strategy just yet.
And then did you do something with the businesses around? Because you're in a business park. Did you do anything with them?
Yeah, well, that kind of happened on its own. There's one business that are 2 units down from us, and the owner of that business has joined himself. His partner has joined, and they've paid for 4 of their employees to join as part of their what would you call it, feature of their employment. So that was very, 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 very cool. Yeah, and like as we had a lot of trouble with neighbors in the previous gym across the water, so it's been a pretty serious upgrade.
That's
neighbors.
And even out the front, there's so much space out the front, which is crazy. How many new members came by the CrossFit website forum? I'm sure with the latest efforts of the cult campaign and the Forging Elite Fitness, you're going to have to get a better lock on that door, I'd say, or turn into like a cat flap so they can just come in complete all the time. I don't know why. So I screenshot this on Google Maps. This is Waterford City. The old gym was kind of like where my cursor is there somewhere, basically, wasn't it? Like it was around this general area.
Yeah.
Ballybeg,
Yeah.
And this is the new gym down here. I don't know why Turtle Tots shows up as a place of interest. Is that because I have kids and it's similar to stuff I search, or does it think about pedo or what? I don't know. Anyway, so you're outside Tremor as well, which is, especially during the summer, like that's an amazing location for that kind of stuff, where there'd be a lot, like Tremor is a big, it'd be like fucking Blackpool, basically, in the UK. So there'd be a lot of people visiting this big long strand beach here. The same Dunmore East is over here somewhere, is it?
Yeah, so Dunmore East and Tranmore would be a big regional town there. Dunmore East a little bit smaller, but both are basically a 10-minute drive. I'm gonna move locations now because I switched to my phone and I'm gonna charge it. But a 10-minute drive from both.
Especially during the summer though, when you have like 3 months of basically thousands of extra people in this area visiting, and then you've got a new gym that's 10 minutes up the road. It's ideal. I zoomed in a little bit over here then. So this is like the actual industrial estate.
Yeah, exactly. So the industrial estate is just right beside the airport itself. You can see, you can pretty nearly see the runway from the industrial park.
So we saw a little video there. Some of the stuff you have. So 4,300 square foot roughly, that's fucking big. You've got an 8-bay rig with 16 pull-up stations. You got barbells, plates, dumbbells. You got 2 C2 rowers as of this week. A C2 bike, 5 Echo bikes, 5 Echo rowers, and assault bike, plyo boxes, ab mats. You got 8 high rings, and you got low rings ordered, and they're coming. You got 5 benches, a GHD, and you got a variation of wall balls with more to come. You've got classes are currently capped at 16. We're thinking of revisiting that and putting it up to, maybe 18 or whatever in the next couple of weeks. Planned equipment then, you want to get some high ropes, you want to get some handstand push-up mats, some kettlebells, plywood on the walls for handstand push-ups, and wall-mounted wall ball targets, because I guess you're using the rig now, but then it'd be just to have the option, I suppose. You just stick them up there and they're not in the way, so it's pretty easy. Johnny or Jamie, anything, Jamie, we'll start with you, anything striking you there about either the membership, the facility, the location, anything there?
Did you pre-sell? Did you give any sort of pre-sell benefit to people for getting in early?
Yeah, so that price we have at the moment is December 2025 only price. So it's going to go up for anybody joining in January, but not a whole lot. So we do a bi-weekly billing, so it's 65 euros at the moment every 2 weeks. And it's going to go up to 70 every 2 weeks in January. So anybody joining in December at all, and which will be the majority of the members obviously now, got it for that price. So hopefully that works.
Do you use Wodify, or what do you use for that, for billing and programming and stuff?
Wodify, yeah.
Yeah.
So 140. I like the bi-weekly billing cycle, because you get another billing cycle in a year, don't you?
Does that not affect? You don't pay extra credit card fees with that then? Are you not kind of shafted that way now?
You're going to get an extra month's membership, really.
Yeah, so you basically get membership for every week you're open, which is helpful. And yeah, I think it definitely pays off in spite of the extra kind of transactions that you have.
1 second. The sex stories are coming after this, directly after this show. There's actually no sex this week, but there's a salacious story. Jamie, show me the back of that T-shirt. I just realized what you're wearing. That you can buy that on Defiant Co in the UK, and you can buy it on Vindicate in the States. Show me the front. Is there something on the front? I didn't realize there was something on the front of that T-shirt. What does it say on the front?
Try CrossFit.
No, it can't say that, because that'd be problematic if it said that. I think it's actually just indiscriminate orange or yellow blob that just happens to.
Well, you're just advising people to do it, aren't you?
Yeah, it's still copyrighted though, I think, so I wouldn't do that. We actually definitely didn't do it in America. We put constantly varied functional movements performed at high intensity on the one in America, because that's not copyrighted. But we just put the letters. We didn't actually write out the whole thing, because that'd be weird. Do members mind paying? Have any of the members said anything about like paying fortnightly? No,
they love it
because not as much, I guess, at once.
No, I'm only joking.
I actually would prefer that though. If I was like 65 every 2 weeks, is easier for me financially than having it all coming out at once every 4 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I'm
poor as shit.
I wonder if you'll get now people going, oh, I'm actually away for the next 2 weeks. Can I just fuck off the membership for 2 weeks?
Yeah, unless you just put that in the terms and conditions that it's like
contract.
Yeah, like you've got to give 4 weeks notice or something like that. I don't know. But is this something that's like quite common where you are, that people do like bi-weekly or 4-weekly or weekly billing cycles?
I actually don't think it is. It's something that our members now will be used to, though, because we brought it in to our affiliate a few years ago. And there definitely would have been a bit of pushback back then. But so they're just used to it now. They're used to it now. And Pedro, you were a teacher, weren't you? So didn't you get paid every two weeks?
Yeah, all government employees get paid bi-weekly here.
So that just does not happen here.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
No, and like Australia, they do weekly billing for their affiliates. I think that's really common over there. But then everyone gets paid weekly, so it kind of works.
Yeah, so a lot of members here for me would be teachers, nurses, civil servants, and every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks actually works very well for them.
Interesting. The facility then, Johnny, any thoughts?
I want to ask about the planned beginners class, whatever it was. You go back to the first slide. What's the plan for the beginners twice a week?
Yeah, well, nothing really concrete so far, Johnny, but I'm thinking it's going to be a 7 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday. Haven't decided fully on a price point yet, but that's just what fits in my schedule. We've currently got 3 classes in the evening, a 4, a 5, and a 6. So the simplest is throw it in at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday, Thursday. that's the drawback of having a beginner's class, is that you've got to have it on a certain time.
Yeah.
And that's but it's also why you've probably got to have some sort of one-to-one option as well, which I do now as well.
You could just give them options. So like the problem with having a specific class for brand new people, like an on-ramp or something, is that it generally falls outside of a peak time window. So they're like, okay, I want to join. And you're like, okay, well, the only class you've got is 1 p.m. in the middle of the day or 8 p.m. in the evening. Right? Because if the gym keeps growing, you'll probably have to put on a 7 p.m. class at some point. Like a CrossFit class for members. So I would go down the road of maybe keep it there for now and see how it goes. And then I would add in maybe I would definitely give them an option just to jump into the classes. And then when they jump in, just be like, okay, cool. Here's the workout of the day today. You're going to be doing X, Y, and Z. So you just scale it for them before the workout even starts. And then if they want to join up tomorrow, easiest thing in the world. And you can look after them over 4 weeks. So, like keep an eye on them. But I would, it's a good option to have if you can fit it into the timetable. I would never sacrifice a CrossFit class for a brand new on-ramp class. And the problem with that is you get odd hours. So I would definitely have personal training option. Get them into a class as an option as well. So 3 options.
Eamon, I think I need you to turn down the volume on your phone because there's crazy feedback when anyone else is talking through your mic, and it's going to be too hard to mute you every time someone else is talking and then unmute you every time. But we'll see.
Okay, that better?
Yeah,
a little bit. What would you think about that? So I don't know if you've heard Johnny talking before. He basically has a WhatsApp group, and he has all the new people in a WhatsApp group, and then he'll text them the group. Like, okay, tomorrow is whatever, Saturday. Here's the workout. Here's what you guys are going to be doing, most of you. If you can't do this, you do this. If you can't do this, you do this, like ahead of every day. And then the beginners just know, okay, well, I'm going Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week, so I'll just check this group on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
Yeah, we call it 179 Academy, and we start at the start. We're going to run it we're going to run 4 over the course of the year next year. First one's in January, and it's just a way to bring new people in. So we put it on social media, paid advertising. Anyone that's interested, we put them in a WhatsApp group. They pay a membership up front. In January, they'll have to sign a 3-month contract.
Nice.
And then they just get more guidance for the first month. So they're in their own private group. They get full access to all of the classes. They can do whatever they want. But our workout comes up 8 p.m. the day before. And then once it does, I'll put it in the group and I'll talk it through them. So if it's their first week, it's like, here's what a power clean is. Here's what a deadlift is. Here's what a row in calorie is, what it means. This is what you're going to do tomorrow. And then as the month goes on, you just give them a little bit more rope. Go try a gymnastic class. Go try a weightlifting class. You did, get-ups on the rope last time. Now you're going to try and do rope climbs to try and clamp it once. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Just a way more guided approach. If you are trying to handle like a lot of new people in the gym at the same time. If it's one person, chuck them in a class, look after them a little bit, and it's fine. But if you've got lots of people joining, like we have now, Academy is a good option, especially if people are quite nervous,
Could be worth considering. And then you gain back 2 classes. Like you could change those into a weightlifting or a gymnastics specialty class or something instead.
Just CrossFit. Yeah. Just more CrossFit. CrossFit.
Yeah. All our specialty classes are outside peak times, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the way the gym is at the moment. And I do have what Johnny, you were saying there about having a beginner just come into a class. I do have actually a couple of beginners this week, and that's the beauty of the situation I have now, where I have mostly very experienced members that came from the other gym, and I've had 3 or 4 classes this week where I've had a total beginner, and I've got to kind of spend at least half the class, I'd say, nearly with that person, because the other people are they're grand. I can go around and check on them, but I can spend a lot of time with the new people. So it's going to be a mixture of everything. It's kind of going to be, a mixture of all those 3 options.
Yeah. Good.
No, you didn't get a reverse hyper, no? No, that wasn't on your first week's list.
1 GHD. That's the closest.
1 GHD. Okay, the planned equipment then. So you're going to get some ropes, some handstand push-up mats, some kettlebells, plywood for the wall. There's probably no need for your solution, Jamie, is there, when it's a wall-mounted rig?
It just depends if you've got space. So like, No, mate, no.
Jamie has these Formula One pit stop handstand push-up things that you use a gun and you like put onto the rig, and they have a little bolt that sticks in, so one person can put them up and then walk off, get the nuts and bolts, and like screw them in place with the like the Formula One gun.
Nice.
I don't think you need that.
I don't know if you're joking or serious.
No, I'm deadly serious.
So
So
like,
he has it like, so it just, his rig's in the middle of the floor, so there's no wall space for that. So he just puts these up.
Oh, he
But they-
puts them up.
essentially like a
Yeah, not the
Okay.
members, not the members. The members coming in with it under their arm.
Okay. No, I think we're gonna do the plywood handstand push-ups. I'd like to. I think I'm gonna have them at the other side. I think I'm gonna have them at the other wall, at the far side of the rig.
Not on the rig wall, the other wall.
That's different then.
Why would you do that?
I kind of like the idea of having that wall fairly clear, and that wall is kind of dedicated to stuff like our handstand push-ups, or maybe have them. I'm actually more thinking both sides eventually, because the room is quite wide. So if you have some handstand push-up stations at both sides, and say if you're doing, for example, a workout like Diane, where you've got maybe 2 lines of barbells going all the way down, then this side does their handstand push-ups on their side, and the other side does it that way. But we'll see.
Are you going to get a second rig eventually? Is that the plan?
No, that's the rig that's going to be long term, hopefully.
Interesting. Why would you not though? Why would you not go from an 8-bay rig to a 16-bay rig by just using both sides of the room?
Well, I just think it takes up. I know I have space.
It's a huge space, like.
It is, but I just, at the moment, for now anyway, I like the idea of keeping the space. Maybe for me now is such a novelty. I want to keep as much of it as I can, and I like the idea of being able to do workouts that are pretty expansive and have lots of kind of
like walking lunges and shit.
Traveling movements, like longer shuttle runs, handstand walks, walking lunges, and be able to have loads of space, like, not be confined to the usual kind of 25 foot. I kind of want to definitely experience that at least for a while.
Fair enough. Johnny or Jamie, is there anything there that you feel should be on that planned equipment list that isn't, or is there anything that's on it that should be prioritized?
Johnny, I want to hear how you would set it up.
The gym.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely have the rig in the middle, both walls set up for wall balls and handstand push-ups as well.
You just fucking hate wall-mounted rigs, though.
Should we just put that in the bio for these sessions? It's just like
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to understand Eamon's like way. I get you like you want it to look clean, and you want like there's your rig, and like there's where you store stuff, and there's like a free wall. But in reality, if that class goes up to like 16-20, you're gonna have a problem with like everyone crammed into one side of the gym and nobody using the other side. Wall space, rig space, and floor space is a premium.
Yeah.
You also don't need to go much further than 25 foot for anything.
I like the idea. Even if we didn't go center mount with the rig, if you had rig either side,
yeah, that's fine.
Then you could put handstand push-up boards on both walls and wall targets on either the rig or above the plywood. Then we've got options for like lanes where people can go like, well, I'm going to have my barbell here and I'm going to move out to the sides to do all my stuff, and then I'm going to come back to the center, and then we've got a nice big open space in the middle. So if we were going to keep a wall-mounted rig, I would just have, instead of having both sides with handstand boards, you're going to use pull-up bars 20 times more than you're going to use the handstand boards.
You could have it if you put a second rig the other side. You could have like 40 people in a class.
If you got rig muscle ups now as well, that wall is you're going to lose like 3 bays with people doing a kip in muscle up. If you got also handstand push ups, like if you got like Nate, which is like handstand push ups, ring muscle ups, and kettlebell swings, you've got you're going to run out of room very, very quickly if you've got like 16 people trying to do handstand push-ups and muscle-ups in that rig, unless you put one the other side or you bang one in the middle.
Yeah, that's another main reason why I'd like, the handstand push-ups to be on the other side, and and the wall balls. So you
just move them to the spare wall, to the empty wall.
Yeah, exactly. That's the plan right now.
People will just be writing in their, when they put the workout in, they'll be like, had to traverse the gym. Like for their Nate score, they'll be like, transition times were terrible. Had to run across the gym every time.
Who got you? Who provided your kit? Who did you go with?
The main provider of all the equipment, such as the plates and barbells, is actually a local company here in Waterford called Apollo Fitness.
Oh.
Actually based in Tramore, 10 minutes away. So that was all the barbell, plates, dumbbells, plyo boxes, ab mats, bands, all that stuff.
Cool.
I always try and get it to like 1 to 2 at least in equipment. So like 16 people in the class, like the number would be 8 for me. So you're trying to get to eventually, like I would try and get everything up to 8. Obviously GHDs, that's a fucking luxury. I wouldn't worry about that. But then you max out for your class at 16. There's one bench between 2. There's a rower between 2. There's an echo bike between 2. There's ideally plyo boxes would have to be 16. But I went down the road of like 4 C2 bikes. Or I think at one point I had like 10 rowers, 10 echo bikes, 8 C2s, and 3 ski ergs. And I sold a load of C2 bikes so I could bring the ski ergs up to 12. Now I got 12 of all 3 of those with classes of 24. So it's one between 2. It makes it way easier to stagger and share equipment, and it just lasts a little bit longer as well. And then ropes would be cool because you create a lot of variance with those. And then obviously if you can get some ply in the wall, it gives you wall walks, gives you handstand push-ups, wall balls as well. That's where I would go next.
Yeah.
3 more benches. Like benches, what? 100 quid to get like a bench. So if we get 3 more benches, we've got bench pressing in workouts, which is fun.
Yeah. I never bothered with different weight wall balls though. I went 9 and 6, and then I just scaled the height of how high they threw the wall ball. He's gone. He's disgusted with that.
Oh, I imagine you got a call. That's what happens when you get a call.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny. That I've not heard of that much until you told me that. 7 and 5, is that a bit random for the weights as well?
I think it's just it's like a
obviously dropping 2 back, but usually it's 9-6-3, isn't it?
It's like, where do you stop though? You get a class of 16 people. What you need? 16 9s, 16 7s, and 16 5. It's like, all right, here's a wall.
But that's like saying how many guys bars and girls bars do you have? You don't have 16 guys bars, 16 girls bars. You just kind of
But what you do if they can't do the movement, you just obviously make it lighter, you make it simpler. So like I would just
He's asked the same question.
Is there a rationale for 7? Right.
I wonder, do Apollo not do?
Yeah, maybe
7.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Is in 9 and 6. Yeah, sorry, I got what you mean. Yeah, that's a random number.
I bet they don't do a 6.
So we just go 9 kilos, 6 kilos, and if they can't throw it to the higher target, they just start a little bit lower.
Because what is it? It's probably not supposed to be 6. Like if you go to America, it's probably like 6 point something. Is it?
It's 20 and 14 pound, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's 6.3.
Yeah, it is close to 6 then, I suppose, isn't it?
Oh, they in the open they go 6, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, but the second rig, it's baffling. Like I was like, oh, that's perfect because it'll just slot right in there. And
yeah, pace personal
I get what you're saying though.
Gym maybe.
The gym, I'm just thinking the gym that he was in as well only had one rig along one wall. And it was a smaller floor space. So maybe it's just what he's comfortable with as well. And then he's just like, this works. I know what to do.
I would have put the rings on the outside of the rig as well.
Like externally to the, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not in between the pull-up bars, and because just crams people in a little bit more.
Yeah.
There's so much extra value in getting a freestanding rig as well. Like, you've got like more than 80% of the parts. You only need the final upright, and you gain so much.
Yeah.
Like pulling it off the wall. Like, funny one.
Yeah, so the way my rig is now, if I extend it, right, if I extend it just one side, I could gain 2 pull-up bars, 2 squat racks. Sorry, 3 pull-up bars, 2 squat racks, and another 3 set of high rings.
Yeah.
It would take up like 4 foot of space.
I don't know where he is. He's texting here, so I'll see what he says. The programming. This is a really good fucking PDF. Just wanted to get that out there.
You see the timetable?
So 6-7 in the morning. 6-7 in the morning.
What is that? What's that about?
It's some fucking stupid thing that was on YouTube that nobody actually understands. And then every fucking kid in the country. My 4-year-old said it the other day, and I drop kicked him on the chest through the back patio door. I was like, "Don't you fucking say that in this house, you little shithead."
Don't worry about swearing. But
it's not even. Yeah, it's not even the. I don't even care to say it. It's the voice. Like, it's just fucking pisses me off. It just really pisses me off. I said to a kid, "This is maybe bad," but there was like there's a lot of Islamic kids in the school that I teach in, and I was subbing there the other day, and a guy came over and he was like 6-7, and I was like, "Do you know what that means?" And he said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Do you know, like, you know that's anti-Islamic? Like, it's an anti-Islamic thing." And he goes, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so. Yeah." I didn't hear him say it for the rest of the day. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. He might have gone home and said, but he there's no way he knows my name, so he couldn't actually say it to the parent who said it. And I can just play dumb and be like, "I'm pretty sure it is."
Well, who knows?
It's an Israeli phrase, isn't it? It's like 7. All right. God, I say something fucking stupid every time we do this show. Right. The timetable: 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday and Thursday is the exact same, except there's no lunchtime class, which I guess could be brought in at some point. And then Saturday, there's a 7 a.m. compete class and then a 9:30 sweat. What's the compete? Why is it not just a CrossFit class and then like it's hard workouts and you just scale?
It's a bit of a tradition, I suppose, over the years to have one.
It's like a mash, like a monster mash type thing, is it?
It used to be, and it's become a bit of a little bit more of the higher volume, and the higher skill movements. Generally, it's generally maybe it is a bit longer. It's just kind of a bit of a license to go a little bit longer and harder, basically. You know,
it's not really eating into anything either. I mean, 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning, like you can just put on an 8 o'clock class. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, Saturday mornings are out now if you just want to go to a class, because I like, who the fuck is going to go to the gym at 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning? Like, if you've got a life, like, sorry, no offense, but
is it like a 2-hour class? Is that why there's such a big gap?
No, but it can't. It's there, so it can run over. You know, it's kind of there's a chance for it there to run over if you are doing a bit of a longer workout. It's just something that's been in place in the previous affiliate for years, and it's got a waiting list most weeks. It's pretty popular and it's booked up most weeks, and then the 9:30 is more of a sweat class, a bit more maybe of a casual trainer that doesn't get up that early, and both pretty popular. So I've decided to kind of keep those running.
Like that. If there's a waiting list, you could just do it at 10:30 again, and then everyone at 10:30 has a score to beat from set. I bet the 7 class will be pretty empty pretty quick, because people will be like, "I'm not fucking putting a score up for Paul Ryan to come in at half 10 and beat the score."
The 10:30 would be empty, and I guarantee you that.
Why?
They all go off and bring their kids to GAA and swimming and gymnastics and all that kind of stuff.
Losers. All right. Oh, the guys had a question when you're gone. Why is it 9 and 7 and not 6 and 3 on the wall balls? Like
9 and 7.
Sorry, why is it 7 and 5 and not 9 kilo, 6 kilo, 3 kilo?
Well, isn't 7 the traditional RX weight for the women?
6.
No, 6, isn't it?
Well, it's over 6 kilos though.
The Open specifies 6, I think, though.
Train heavy, race light, I guess.
Your members are going to see this now and demand 6 kilo wall balls now. They're going to want to do it.
Just tell them train hard, fight easy, all that stuff.
Yeah, easy. All right, the programming. Eamon names all his
we're on
workouts.
Timetable, aren't we?
That was good.
We're doing Timetable.
Yeah, but I have another show in fucking 13 minutes. So yeah, on the timetable, there's scope to add in class in the evening, a couple more class in the morning, a lunchtime on Tuesday and Thursday, and then similar class. Like you could do an 8 o'clock, and you could do an 11 o'clock if you wanted to.
Plus, you can get more people than 16 in a class.
Yeah, you could easily fit 20 people in the class if you wanted.
But the current setup, we've got 560 class spaces. Okay. 3.2 average attendances per week. You've got enough room for 175 members on that timetable before drastically changing it. So we're like double capacity, and you could double the capacity with that timetable, which actually makes me think, how many people are in these classes? Is it like 8, 7, and 8? I suppose week 1.
Currently, the average probably is kind of 7 or 8, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You've got your popular, like you've got your 6 a.m., which is more popular, where you've got probably guaranteed 14, 15. You have your 6 p.m., which is also quite popular, guaranteed that amount. And the rest of us kind of 7s and 8s.
6s and 7s. 6 7. Anything else on timetable before I go on to programming?
No.
Okay. So he names all his workouts. I feel like you could gain 10 minutes a week back of your life just not doing that, but I understand why you do it. So JR couldn't make the show, but he sent me feedback on week 1. And I know that week 1 is probably a little bit different than what you'd normally do because you're, a new facility, etc. The only thing he said was, I feel like he was going to send me more voice notes, but he only sent me 1. He said there's 3 triplets on week 1, and then the strength session is 3 movements as well. And that irked him a little bit that there was 3 different triplets and then 3 movements in the strength. I'd say his eye probably twitched a bit when he saw that. Johnny, anything that jumps out at you there across that's the first 2 weeks up at the top line as far as Saturday on this second line as week 1, and then down here is week 2.
Yeah, we just have to be careful with movement function a lot of the times. It's hard programming CrossFit because you want to get everything in and you want people to do X, Y, and Z. But like if we look at Monday, push jerks, and then you got Tuesday bench press, and then you got Wednesday chest to bars, and then you got Thursday strict press, and then you got Friday thruster, which is an upper body press, and you got clean and jerks Saturday, and then there's power snatches on Monday, and the shoulder presses on Tuesday. And then there's dumbbell clean and jerk on Wednesday, and there's pull-ups on Thursday, and then there's bar muscle-ups on Friday. So every single
upper body pulling and pushing is what you're looking at, basically.
Yeah, every day. So I always try and look at. I'll draw the week out, Monday to Monday, and then I'll look at the workouts in terms of time domains, and then couplets, triplets, chippers, blah blah blah, and then I look at how many times are we going below parallel. How many times are we upper body pressing, upper body pulling? And if I need a squat, I'll add it in somewhere. I'll always try and squat 3 times a week, roughly, maybe a little bit more if we're doing a bit of a squat theme. And I'm just careful about how many times we do use upper body pulling or pressing. And it's hard because anytime you pick something up or you're on the rig, you're using your shoulders a lot. So I always try and put a workout in that's running and squatting, or running or erg and double unders or something, just so we don't fucking smash people's shoulders up. But obviously people aren't going to be training Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what I mean? But just something to be aware of with the programming.
Fuck off. Is it actually your birthday, Eamon?
It is not. Who Who commented that?
APEE events. No, ape
That
events.
is Brian, my co gym owner.
That's a good one. Matt burns my shoulder.
Thursdays.
Start looking at that.
What?
Sorry.
Thursdays, no Metcon.
Tuesday and no, I don't do strength and Metcon in the same day.
But you will have a Metcon that requires strength, like a heavy Metcon, right?
Yeah, there'll be heavy, there'll be ascending bars and heavy weights in Metcons. Yeah, but I do Metcon.
Is this your strength and conditioning background? Doing like a strength day?
No, I've done both days. I've done both ways. When I first started, I would have done strength then Metcon. The reason, I'm sure you've debated this before, because it's a common debate, but I feel like in my experience, if you're doing two totally separate things in one day, I just feel like the first thing you do takes all the energy. So if you're warming up on all the energy, a lot of the attention. So if your part A is a 3x5 back squat, you're probably doing a lot of warming up and prep for a back squat. And then if you got your part B is pull-ups and something else, you're not spending a whole lot of time concentrating on teaching the pull-up. That's just from my experience. So what's worked well, I think, for me over the years is doing it this way. You're concentrating on your 2 or 3 movements in your Metcon, and then you've got a dedicated strength day when you can really push hard on strength.
Do you notice a difference in attendance on, say, Monday versus Thursday, apart from as in like the fact that Thursday is so different? Is there a difference in attendance?
There is, but Thursday, even when I've had Metcons on Thursday is generally a slightly quieter day anyway. It always has been. Is that the same in your gyms?
Yeah, we get that. Like, people train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is probably like the most common.
Well, it's the traditional rest day, isn't it?
Yeah. But I would say, looking at that, if we don't have some days where we're going to go like maybe just have 3-3-2-2-1-1-1 power clean or something like that, like something simple, then we can do something like hang power clean, toast bar in the workout, and it's something like a 10-minute or a 12-minute. Like on here, I think all these Metcons are 20 minutes plus. Is that right?
Yeah, but it's also like I kind of consider a lot of them to be, they are intervals as well. So there's a lot of, there's a few repeated sprints now. I would kind of discount that first day that I programmed the partner workout. That was just an extremely cautious. When I wrote that, I didn't have a rig installed. I had half a gym floor, so it was kind of a workout that could be done no matter what had gone wrong. You know, luckily I did have a ring, but yeah, the week 2 was much more reflective of what I would usually do. You've got some intervals in there, 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off.
Yeah.
You have your longer partner workout and you have your longer individual Metcon. So I'm kind of a creature of habit in that way, and it's definitely JR's comment there definitely hit me, because that's 100% a major weakness of my program. I like triplets and I like multiple movements. I don't put in as much couplets as I should. So JR got me there.
An easy way to do that is to do like, maybe you could do, you get power clean, your 5x3 power clean, and then a little couplet with a power clean with something like a low skill movement, doesn't need much coaching. So you could go, all right, we're going to do 5x3 power clean. That's going to be your strength. That's going to take 30 minutes of the class, or whatever you want to allow for it. And then little 7-minute sprint workout. We're going to do 30 double unders, 3 heavy touch and go power cleans. Ticks the box of a 7-minute workout. You can also have a workout where there's heavy lifting in it. It could be 3 cleans at 100 and then 30 double unders for 7 minutes. So it's an easy way to get a short couplet in and get some strength work in. And the strength work doesn't take away from the couplet, and buy-in then on both ends of the scale. You get your heavy and your sprinty workouts as well. Because if you just program a 7-minute workout, we probably all know that there are a percentage of the gym stock going to turn up. So you can get more buy-in by doing something like that,
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if you saw that, Eamon, but Unleashed clothes and they have all their shit up for sale. So you get a couple of, there's like €800. I sent you that. You guys never fucking reply to any of my messages. Like anything that's actually pertinent that I want to reply to, nothing. Send something stupid in straight away. There's a yoke for like 500 quid, which I thought was cheap. And then there's a sled for like 250, which I thought was crazy expensive when it's lined up inside the yoke.
Is that an hour group?
Yeah.
I broke my phone for 4 days, so I'm behind. Sleds are crazy expensive. A basic sled is cheap. By the time you add in the carbon fiber plates at the bottom and you buy 2 extra upright, it goes from like 300 to 600 quid.
I know. It's like 250 quid for a sled and 500 quid for a yoke. I was like, I was really tempted to buy the yoke.
The yoke's good. Like, Joab loves a yoke, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, could be worth investigating, Eamon. I'm sure they have wall balls and other stuff as well.
Yeah, I've been talking to they're kind of reopening though as Elevate, I think. Pat, do you know Pat that has competed a lot? Yeah.
Interesting. All right. So the big takeaways: you can double the capacity of your membership without really changing your timetable, which is an amazing position to be in. That's fantastic. You can double your earnings by just charging them double, but you can also just double your membership. You've got a great facility. You've got potential to again double the capacity of a class by abandoning all of your belief systems and taking my approach and putting a second rig across the room, or even without doing that, you can still make some improvements. Johnny is saying to prioritize getting enough for one between two for pretty much everything that you have, and you'll leave yourself way less headaches. What was the other thing that was said? Oh yeah, programming, mapping out your weeks with couplets and triplets and stuff, as well as not having too much pulling and pushing was the advice on programming. There was something else as well that I thought, that was good. Maybe sacking off the beginners class and just setting up a group chat instead of giving an extra 2 hours a week for yourself. And then the thing I think about that as well is maybe this is, I don't know, I think if I was going to a gym as a member and I was going to a beginners only class, I'd be looking around the room being like, fuck this. Like, whereas if I was going into a class, watching people doing rope climbs and ring muscle ups and stuff, at least I have that aspiration straight away of like, someday I'll be really pissed off and I still can't do that. As opposed to being in a class. You know what I mean? Maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's the psychological thing. Maybe other people need it to feel comfortable and confident and stuff. I don't know. All right. I got like 40 seconds and I'm starting another show. Any closing remarks from anyone that takes 10 seconds or less?
Good job, Ian.
Yeah, well done, mate.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, if you ever need anything, just ask, and we'll all be of as much assistance as we can be. If you're in Waterford, Waypoint Training, if you visit, it's a great gym, great little spot. Stay where you are. In about 20 seconds, I'm going to be starting the salacious dirty and jerks instead of clean and jerks. You get it?
Good.
Because like clean and jerks like the barbell, but dirty and jerks, and then it also means wanking. So it's
classy.